is this God that you serve? I will go first. One name I call him is my Waymaker. Not because there's a song called Waymaker. I call him my healer, my Dr. Jesus, the healer of every sickness and every diseases. Today I'm calling him my provider. Who is this God that you serve? I will go first. I call him my healer, my Dr. Jesus, the healer of every sickness and every diseases. I call him my healer because I have encountered his healing power upon my life. I remember that was June 2022. I had a serious crisis that led to my leg being incapacitated for days. I could not use my leg, and it not just that it was incapacitated and so painful. Like I was having excruciating pain that I was even aided. I could not even use the leg. I was being aided to walk, being aided to even do anything I want to do. After praying and I was not receiving any answer. I was like frustrated. I was like, doesn't God want to heal me? Doesn't God want to answer me? I remember during those times I read the passage of the Bible when the leper met Jesus and he asked Jesus that, if you are willing, please make me whole. So that day I was about to go to church. I made that prayer like, Lord Jesus, if you are willing, please heal my leg, please restore my legs. And I went to church that day. I was aided, I was carried to church because I could not even use my leg. I was held to church. But when I got to church, the same passage of the Bible, the same Bible verse I used to pray, that was the message of the day. That the minister was saying that Jesus, the healer that was on the mountain, has come down today to heal. And he came down for me because I knew that that day was my day. The same leg I was not able to walk into the church. After the ministration that day, I got my word of healing, and that word restored that leg immediately. I was able to run. I was able to run to the altar to receive my healing, to claim my word. And after that, my life has not been the same. That is the God I serve. He is the healer of every disease. He is my healer. That is the God I serve.
Who is this God that you serve?
This God that I serve, one name I call him is my Waymaker. Not because there's a song called Waymaker, or because I've heard about this name, or it's a popular name they call God, but because of an experience he has made a way for me in a very difficult situation. He has shown himself as my own Waymaker. I remember an incident that happened some years back. I was about to get an important document from Nigeria government. I know how tough Nigeria things can be. So at that moment, I was trying to get that document. About 1,000 and more people were striving to get this same document. And I remember that I got to that place, like I had an issue with it. I was supposed to do it in a smaller office where I would have just done it and ended. But after trying my way to do it, I had an issue and I had to go to the headquarters that I was avoiding. And I went there as early as I could get there. And when I got there, I saw like thousands of people there already. And they were struggling to get this same document. And not that it was just like a normal line or confusion. At this point, it was so violent. They were even pushing people out of the gate. And it was as if like only people that were well dressed, only people that if you not come with your car, with your suit, your big ashioke, and they not see that they know you, they will not talk. Nobody is going to talk to you. And me as a student and as nobody, I don't, who did I have in this country? I was standing at the gate. I stood there for almost 5 hours. At the point when I was about to give up, I was about crying because I was like, if I don't get this document, how will I write this exam? So instead of me to cry, I just bowed my head and I called on one person I know, and his name is Jesus. And once I called him, I told him that, Lord Jesus, please help me. I don't know how you're going to do it, but just make a way for me. After I just raised my head up, not less than 10 minutes, they called so and so people that have this issue. You guys should enter. So this same gate that they have been pushing me away from, they finally let me enter inside. And when I entered, that was not the end of the case. So once I entered, there was a barrier, but I stood my ground because I believe that this God has opened this gate for me. Is going to let me get this document. To cut the story short, once I entered that gate, there were many challenges, many things that is going to make me not get that document. Even people that came before me, I met those men that came with their suits, that came with their cars, those Ashoke people, but they were still standing there. But what God did for me right in that office, he opened a door, a passage that even me, I was surprised. And I got that document on that same day. Many of them that came even before me and had the connections, they could not get it. Just felt impossible, because when I went outside, they were saying, have you gotten it? Have you gotten it? I was like, God has done it. They were shocked because it didn't seem like it. So that's the God I serve. He makes way when it is impossible. He opens the door. There's nothing too hard for him to do. There is no blockage that is too hard for him to move. Be it mountain, be it valley. If he can do it for me, he can do it for you. That is the God I serve.
Who is this God that you serve?
This God I serve, today I'm calling him my provider. And before I tell you the reason why I'm calling him my provider, I want to tell you, if you're a small Christian content creator, you are just starting it, I want to tell you that you should not wait until all the resources are complete before you start. Or if God has given you an assignment to start sharing content online based on his word or based on anything Christian related, please, I want to tell you that you don't need to wait for everything being complete, every equipment being complete, having the best phone before you start. That is an important note to take, because in life, time and seasons matters a lot. I have been creating content for the past 3 years, and I've created almost 100 and something videos. And do you know what? I never had a tripod stand. Look, but today our provider provided in his own way and by his own time. Just imagine I just said, because of I don't have a tripod stand, how will I do video? How will I do video? My video will not be this, blah 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 blah. All the people that have given testimony through my videos, all the people that have been blessed, they would have not known me. I would have been invisible. But because I started as God told me, I've been able to get to where I am through the help of God. And if you eventually start, please and please again, try and be consistent. Don't be like me. I have not been consistent, and I know that is one of the reasons for the slow growth. But I believe that this year, get ready for me. Get ready for me. Get ready for divine scripts. Also, I also got an AI face tracking machine. Just a tip on the iceberg. I just started using it. So if you want me to give you a review on the products, I'm all yours. So wait for God's time. Wait for God to provide for you, and he will surely do. This is the product. This is the view of it, because I'm using it. So this is it. This is the face tracker, and this is the tripod stand I got today. So that is the God I serve. He's my provider. Thank you.
Who is this God that you serve? I call him my provider. Provider, le. Provider. Provider, le. Provider. Provider. Provider.